Welcome. I'm Dr. Lynn Friedman. I treat patients in psychoanalysis and psychodynamic therapy. For many years, I've served as a clinical psychologist and a training and supervising analyst in Washington, D.C. I supervise and train psychoanalysts and psychodynamic psychotherapists, both locally and nationally. Also, I'm on the faculty at Johns Hopkins University, and I teach psychiatrists in the medical school at Georgetown University. Thank you for joining me for my video series. How is psychoanalysis transformative? Our character changes as we learn more about ourselves. All of us have parts of ourselves that cause us pain, numbness, avoidance, loneliness, or isolation. Because those painful feelings are uncomfortable, we sometimes ward off parts of ourselves. It's an understandable survival skill. Feeling sad, angry, helpless, hurt, frightened, abandoned, or vulnerable is uncomfortable. And for some people, by the way, even happiness and excitement are uncomfortable. But whatever feelings make us uncomfortable, unconsciously, we avoid them. In this way, we protect ourselves. Avoiding feelings is a way of protecting ourselves. So what we are saying here is that we avoid our feelings at times in order to protect ourselves from pain. There are many ways to avoid feelings. For example, here in Washington, D.C., a common method is to make sure that we're busy all the time. Too busy to reflect about what we feel or why we feel it, what's happening inside of us. I call this busyness as defense. Or another way people cope with disturbing feelings is to compartmentalize so that we don't have to think about our painful feelings. It's worth noting parenthetically that all of these defenses can be very adaptive in many ways. For example, when I'm on an airplane, I hope that the air traffic controller has exceptional skills in compartmentalization. Another way that we might unconsciously avoid our feelings is to attribute them to others. We might lament that they are critical of us when actually it is we who are critical of ourselves. Psychoanalysts call this projection. This way of insulating ourselves allows us to avoid pain. However, it not only gets in the way of us learning about ourselves, it might shut others down, thus making it difficult for them to get close to us. We may not listen to them because if we do listen, then we may feel something that we do not want to feel. And that's understandable. But unfortunately, it doesn't lead to intimacy or closeness or mutuality in relationships. Psychoanalysis may help us tolerate difficult feelings so we can get to know ourselves more fully. And that, in turn, hopefully, will allow us to make deep and abiding changes and to lead more fulfilling lives. Gaining access to the parts of ourselves that we have avoided isn't easy. That's why individuals who have been struggling with discomfort, dissatisfaction, unhappiness, low self-esteem, loneliness, avoidance, anxiety, or depression for a long time might consider undergoing psychoanalysis. In this way, they can take the journey inward with the help of a skilled psychoanalyst. Our next video provides an example as to how psychoanalysis can be useful to a man with difficulties with intimacy. Thank you for listening today. In addition to treating psychiatrists, psychologists, psychoanalysts, and psychoanalysts in training, I greatly enjoy working with people from a wide array of professions and backgrounds. Beyond clinical work, I provide consultation and supervision to clinicians at all stages of their professional odyssey. Also, reflecting the vibrant fabric of Washington, D.C.'s cosmopolitan and international community, I see people from all over the U.S. and from all over the world, representing many races and creeds. I value this uniqueness and recognize the important role that culture plays. If I can be helpful, feel free to reach out. Thank you. Thank you for listening today. In addition to treating psychiatrists, psychologists, psychoanalysts, and psychoanalysts in training, and others, I greatly enjoy working with people from a wide array of professions and backgrounds. Beyond clinical work, I provide consultation and supervision to clinicians at all stages of their professional odyssey. Also, reflecting the vibrant fabric of Washington, D.C.'s cosmopolitan and international community, I see people from all over the U.S. and from all over the world, representing many races and creeds. I value this uniqueness and recognize the important role that culture plays. If I can be helpful, feel free to reach out. Thank you.